Yo yo everyone! Welcome back to Tsukihime. We are on part 5 of my Hisui Route playthrough. Remember to subscribe if you guys want to catch my Kohaku playthrough, which I'm going to be doing probably right after this. I don't know if we'll finish the Hisui Route today. I think we're on like the last chapter before the epilogue, I'm pretty sure. But depending on how long it takes us to get through that last chapter, or the rest of the way through it, I might or might not just make this like the epilogue video. So if it is, make sure to skip to the end, or guess if that's what you're here for. But yeah, right now we're going to finish up the, I guess, Golden Cocoon chapter, whatever it's called, and then we're gonna see what the endings are about. But I'll probably split it into 2 videos, to be honest, depending on how long it takes us to get through this. But yeah, we just want to get through this because I do want to finish Kohaku Route. I feel like Kohaku Route is actually going to take us a lot longer. But yeah, that's going to be the one that I'm going to do over time, I guess. I don't know. But I kind of want to finish this before I go off to college again, which is going to be next Wednesday, or next Friday, rather. So I do have a bit of time. And I also do need to adjust my sleep schedule again. So I might end up just, if I can't sleep, I might just end up playing this game. But, anyway. Wait, this isn't where we started. Oh, wait, yeah, we're on August 1st. That's right. Yeah, I forgot it was a new month. Okay, we're actually gonna go confront Roa now, which is actually gonna be crazy because this is a far side route, and I've heard that he's a little bit different on the far side routes. I leave the gate. In my pocket is the knife engraved with Nanaya. Oh, it actually says that on there. Thanks to Hisui, I have strength in my body now. If there is a problem, that is that Hisui remains by my side. Hisui, please go back to the mansion. I refuse. You did not listen to my words, so I will not listen to yours. Hisui previously tosses her head to the side. Now look, I'm not saying you're going to get in my way. The place I'm going is very dangerous, so I want you to stay in the mansion. You say that, but should I leave, you will collapse. If you really do want to go, it will be a big problem for you unless I go along. Your power is like that? We did that. We did it together so much. Shouldn't I be good for a while? No, that is just like a ritual to form intimate bonds between us. Even if someone has exchanged fluids with me on Isan, they cannot receive energy if we are not nearby. That's a huge problem. If that is true, then I can't even get to the school by myself. If you still ordered me to stay here, I will. Please decide on what I should do. She looks at me directly. Seems my answer is already decided. If I can't get to school without her help, then I can only let her come with me. For the first time in so many days, I arrive at school. The eerie silence sends a chill down my spine. A space where no living presence can be felt. Even though it holds hundreds of students during the daytime, it looks like an abandoned ruin under the moonlight. Shiki-sama, is this really the right place? I don't have the words to answer her. I've only seen him being in school in my dreams. Let's go, Hisui. We walk through the front gate. Shiki-sama, this is... Hisui halts immediately like I did. Creak. Night hangs over the school building. As soon as I pass the gate, I feel something wrong in the air. Creak. The air as a whole is creaking. The tense atmosphere stings our lungs. This feeling, I felt this ill wind many times in my nightmares. The air is thick with murderous intent, honest hostility, hatred. Inside the building, the darkness is filled with murderous intent, as if the battle to death is occurring like in my dreams. Shiki, he's fighting someone. I don't get it. There couldn't be anyone that would be able to fight an inhuman monster like him. Nissan. A whisper. Hisui speaks this as if resisting the urge to throw up. Nisan, Kohaku-san. Akiha hasn't been in the mansion since morning. She left with Kohaku-san and didn't return all day. Oh my... Yo, are we gonna see, like, Kohaku and Akiha fighting or something? When I was locked up in my room, Akiha told me to wait just a little longer. What? Don't tell me Akiha. My legs sprang into action. Before I started to think, I dashed towards the building. I run into the building. Inside, the air is even more tense. Shiki-sama. Not answering her, I search for any indication of presence. The hallway is horribly quiet. A high-pitched sound assails my eardrums, shakes the windows. The sound is coming from the floor above me. Shiki-sama, that's... Just stay close. Let's go, Hisui. Grabbing Hisui's hand, I bolt to the stairs. Still holding her hand, I go up the stairs. Clench my teeth. That day, remember about the time when I left the room and overheard Akiha and Kohaku-san talking. Akiha said she would kill Shiki, her brother. I know now that she didn't mean me, but she meant Shiki. Without a doubt, the ones fighting right now are Akiha and Shiki. The ear-piercing noise screams once again. The sound comes from above, around the 4th floor. That baka. I fly through the 3rd floor. She's being unreasonable. Because of my nightmares, I understand Shiki's body the best. His power isn't on the same level as a human's. I don't know how non-human the members of the Tohno family are, but she won't be able to win. It would be like going to get herself killed. I run up the stairs as fast as I can. Akiha. Turn her away, not trusting her. I haven't done anything to act like her brother, but still, she calls me her brother. And now she is fighting the killer Shiki by herself. Damn it. I just have this terrible, awful feeling. Akiha can't possibly win. Will Shiki kill her? I don't know. I don't think he'll kill Akiha since he persistently went after Akiha in the dreams. But on the other hand, I don't think he has the same definition of being persistent about someone. Definition is obtaining the ones we are persistent about. He's crazy. Can't understand his broken conceptions since I'm not. No, even a lunatic can understand another lunatic's thoughts. Since the lunatic himself can't understand it, no one understands it, and he has to be alone. Akiha, she's alive. Akiha, she has to be alive. There's no way she'll be killed by Shiki, because I should be the one Shiki is going to kill. Akiha, I cannot let her die in my place. Such a thing happens. So I arrive on the 4th floor, the sound screeches once more. It's close. It feels like it's in the hallway past these stairs. Akiha, the worst mental image still writhing in my brain, dash towards the hallway. For a moment I stand dumbstruck. From behind me I hear Hisui gasp. Akiha. It's the only thing that pops into my head. The moonlit hallway. The freezing air that cuts into my lungs. Akiha standing a few yards down the hall. Like blood, a deep crimson. Yo, red Akiha, sheesh. First it looks like Akiha's blood. But that's not right. What is red is just her long, long hair. I'm still not able to grasp what is going on. Down the hallway there is Akiha, with her red flowing hair, and him crouching in one hand on the floor, coughing up blood. Yo, Far Side Roa, looking kinda different. The one kneeling before Akiha is him, Shiki. Akiha is looking down at him. Drawing close behind her is the figure of Kohaku-san. Shiki is seemingly on the verge of death and gasping for air. Akiha is not even breathing wildly. The situation, unbelievably, it would seem Akiha is the one overwhelming him. Shiki leaps forward. In a flash of speed I can't even follow. A black blur shoots towards Akiha. Akiha simply glances down at Shiki. With that, his body slams to the ground, and as if in response to the sound, his torso burns, giving out smoke. Shiki screams echoes through the hallway. His evaporating body is covered in smoke. His body under his kimono has mostly bones showing, like a mummy. But he still lives, his gruesome form still staring at Akiha, his eyes filled with fear. On the other hand, Akiha's clothes are undisturbed. Even from here I can understand it all. Her surroundings are distorted like a heat-induced mirage, and it seems more out of this world than the air in the building. Yo, does Akiha have, like, Mystic Eyes of Distortion? Like Asagami Fujino does? Because that would actually be kind of cool. But I doubt it because they're not part of that the same family type stuff. She claws at his evaporating body. Akiha calmly observes without carelessness. These two powers, they are fundamentally different. Amazing, Akiha-sama, this is amazing. Behind me, Hisui speaks in surprise. It's exactly what I'm thinking too. What is this? You can say she is superior, but that's too much. She is too overwhelming. This is it, Shiki. Akiha. With a ragged breath, Shiki somehow manages to say his real sister's name. Okay, she just stares at Shiki unmoving. Why are you treating me this way? I'm your true Nissan. Shifting, the distortion around Akiha increases even more. I love you, Akiha. I only love you. That's why I kept living in that damn basement, trying to kill that imposter, trying to get us back to being brother and sister. So why are you getting in the way, Akiha? I'm not getting in your way. This is nothing more than my duty as the head of the Tohno household. The duty to pass down judgment on all those in the family who stray from being human. I'm the head of the Tohno household. If he was not here, I would have still been Shiki. I could have always been your Nissan. Wake up, Akiha. That imposter is just deceiving you. The distortion around Akiha increases even more. After closing her eyes briefly, she looks at Shiki as if she's parting with him. I am not being deceived. You are not my Nissan. Shiki hides his face with his hands. That is pointless. I don't understand what kind of power Akiha possesses. That takes away heat from everything in her view, anything she can see. Is inevitable plunder. So the next instant, Shiki's face will vaporize. Well, it should have. Shiki-san, Kaka-san says this as she realizes our presence. Akiha turns towards us in surprise. That brief moment, for just a split second, complete letting down of her guard. There's no way he would let that chance slip away. Shiki lunges with a cry. His black shape explodes towards like a firework. Akiha and Kaka-san both turn, but it's hopeless. They'll never make it. Black shape isn't going for Akiha. Shiki lunges not at Akiha, but at Kaka-san who stands next to her. He knows. Just like how I am able to move right now because of Hisui's power, he knows that Akiha's overwhelming power is possible through Kohaku-san's help. Kohaku! Akiha's voice cannot stop it. Shiki raises his voice, with his arm thrusting like a spear, aims for Kohaku's face. Sound of pierced flesh. Oh shoot! My voice dies in my throat. Splat. The sound of blood is spurting forth. Kasun's face is splattered with the redness of Akiha's blood. Akiha-sama. The sound of coughing. Yo, I'm actually gonna capture this, because I might actually use this. No cap. It's actually crazy image right here. It's actually a crazy background. The sound of coughing. Akiha tries to speak, but blood is the only thing that pours from her mouth. That means the majority of her blood vessels have been destroyed. All she can do is regurgitate blood. I can't speak. My mind is empty. That is the same as Shiki, who has just impaled Akiha. Shiki pulls back his arm. A thud. Akiha's body falls down on Kohaku-san. Shiki swings his blood-stained arm around wildly. Every time he waves it around, Akiha's blood paints the wall and the ceiling. Shiki shakes his arm desperately. Akiha! Shiki suddenly stops moving. Shiki stares at Akiha's blood-drenched body and looks at his blood-soaked arm, then bolts down the hallway as if running from something. His footsteps lead upstairs. Shiki has run to the rooftop. But that, I don't care about that. Akiha, still unable to think I run to her. Kohaku-san is still standing in a daze. Her amber eye is nothing more than jewels devoid of emotion. I crouch down next to Akiha's body. Akiha just lies on the floor, powerless, with terribly calm eyes. Akiha, I can't tell her it's alright. Even with my glasses on, I can see them. These are the only words that I can think of. Akiha, with her calm, gentle eyes, looks up at me. Nisan, why are you here? She coughs. More blood trickles from her mouth. I can see them. The lines of death on her body are spreading across her body with gruesome speed. This is fatal. The fact that she's alive must simply be due to her unnatural Tohno blood. God damn it, why? Even though I understand death better than anyone else, I don't want to believe it. Don't move. I'll help you right away. Taking off my shirt, I put it on Akiha's chest. Trying to cover up her wound, I tie it up. Blood soaks the shirt in a matter of seconds. It doesn't do anything. As if trying to hold off my weeping emotions, I push against it. All I can do is push. Hey, answer me. In a daze, Akiha says this to me like she does not see me pushing against her wound. Nisan, why are you here? I'm curious, so I can't rest until I know. Things I don't understand, they make me angry, you know that, right? Oh yeah, that's right, I nod. My wound keeps bleeding. The shirt is too soaked. I can't stop the bleeding. This crappy shirt, why does it have to soak so fast? I'm pissed. At the useless shirt, at my useless self. Really not being able to stop just the one wound, Baka, why do you ask? This is my school. Even though it's late, it's not strange for me to be here. Hold back my tears. Answer as best I can. This isn't like me at all. Didn't even think of that at all. Akiha sounds satisfied. She doesn't even have to seem to be in pain. Only her body warmth starts to disappear. Pure white ice melting under the sun. Does she understand what is happening, or maybe it's because she does understand? She speaks normally as if we were talking during breakfast. Hey, did you hear about what we were talking about? Yeah, sorry, but I heard. Oh, you know now. I'm such an idiot letting you hear it. Person I didn't want to hear most, but hear the most. Don't speak, it's okay, so relax. Please. I roll my shirt and tie it around her body. I know it's useless, but if I don't do anything, I don't think I can stay sane. I deceived you all this time. I've kept secrets about so many things. It's okay, I don't care about it. So please, Nisan, you are not my real brother. I was a horrible woman. I wanted you to always be by my side, so I told you all those stupid lies. So this is my punishment. With her trembling lips, Akiha says those words clearly. The blood doesn't stop. I go crazy at this rate. I already knew, so don't worry about it. Grip her hand tightly. She takes a deep breath. Akiha gives a strange smile. Nisan, you knew? Then I didn't have to hold back? I really am an idiot. Her lips shaped those words. She should have said it. She should have voiced it, but Akiha did not do so. Akiha, There is no reply. What I'm holding right now is not breathing. Hey, there's no response. What am I holding is what used to be Tohno Akiha. Say something. There will never be an answer. What I'm holding is close your eyes calmly. Akiha, I shake your body. Even though I understand better than anyone else that it has no meaning. Shiki-sama, please. Hisui places her hand on mine. Without even realizing it, I was making her body dirty. Like an idiot, I made her body dirty. I placed her on the floor. School building is horribly quiet. Hisui and I are wordlessly frozen. Only Kohaku-san seems to have regained the power to move. I wonder where Shiki-sama went to. Shiki. Those words catapult my consciousness back. Nisan, don't say that now. No, Kohaku-san is right. I stand up. It's a good thing. It's a good thing I brought my knife. Please stop, Shiki-sama. You don't have to do such a dangerous thing. Shiki will not last long with that wound anyways. No, Akiha went far since she could not let Shiki the killer be alive any longer. For Akiha's sake, I can't leave him be. Say this as I push her away. That's a lie. More than that, just cause. I have to settle this with him right here and now. I hate him. To put it simply, I just want to kill him. Don't follow me. Both of you stay here and take care of Akiha. Kohaku-san nods. Hisui uneasily watches me as I run up the stairs. The rooftop. The moon hangs in the sky. The wild beast is crouching on the concrete. Shiki. I remove my glasses. I look at his death. Crouching, Shiki is biting his own arms. There exists no trace of sanity. Perhaps what happened caused him to go insane. That pisses me off. I'm not able to lose my sanity for Akiha's sake. Underneath the moonlight. Even though I've known him for so long, I take my first step towards the enemy I just met tonight. Shiki, Akiha is dead. Shiki looks at me with bloodshot eyes. His face is half gone, but he still isn't dead. Powers of those of Tohno blood, Shiki's power is immortality. That must mean it's harder for him to die, more likely for him to live on. That's funny. For me, that means nothing. You look ugly. Shut up! Shiki gets up with a sharp breath. Yo, that's actually a sick looking panel. Shut up! Shut up! Like a broken Reddit, he repeats the same thing. Shut up! Just shut the hell up. Panting fiercely, Shiki just shouts, "You're always noisy." Yo, he actually kind of looks like Leo Shirazuma or whatever. Yeah, I might actually like use his face. I might actually use his face, but just like turn his hair white or something. That could actually be kind of cool. Because they look like real similar. Like, the resemblance is actually uncanny. You're always too noisy. What kind of grudge do you have against me? Why are you always getting in my way? Shiki screams around, while staggering around. What are you? I don't get it. Just shut up. Just leave me alone. Don't look inside me. Don't use my dreams. You're always watching me. That's why I'm so full of uneasiness. Shiki claws at his head. What? I never even thought about that. I've always seen him, tracking him in my dreams. It never even occurred to me how Shiki would feel about being tracked. Get out. Get out of me. Get out of my house. Get out of my name. You're in my way. You're in my way. You're in my way. Shiki is screaming like a child. Same goes for you. I raised my knife. Never thought to understand him in the first place. I came here for a death match. Fine, let's fight to the death. All those who get in my way are my enemy. I'll kill you all. You, Akiha Kohaku. Just like that old man who wanted to lock me up till I died. I'll kill you all. Shiki screams like a raving lunatic. This figure really is ugly. And then Shiki attacks me head on. Because of his fight with Akiha, Shiki does not have a functional body. So it was easy. Shiki runs, or so he thinks, and I avoid his arm, which is swung slower than walking speed. Slice the line from top of his head to his abdomen. Shiki's body loses power and collapses onto mine. See, it's simple. Your lines are too clear. Shiki's death looked like an iron shaft that was sticking out of his head. That's what I meant by ugly. Shiki just laughs. No intelligence exists. Laughing and dying. His arms leaning on me fall to the ground. Shiki dies. Before he does, he looks up at me curiously. Who are you? Who are you? What are you saying? The Tohno Shiki you are is targeting. Ah, I see. You're Shiki. Shiki collapses to the ground. What's this? You look nothing like what I heard. Shiki collapses and his body disappears into the wind. Ayo. Ayo. Shiki best boy. Hahaha. Bro, dude. Far Side Route kinda bussin'. Less action, but still pretty good. We're like on the last chapter of Hisui Route. It's over. With this, it's over. But I don't feel anything. I won't feel those splitting headaches. I can return to life as normal, but I don't feel happy. What I've lost is far greater. But what is over? Why? I feel dizzy. Shiki's last words won't fade away. Something did end, but I don't know what ended, or in the beginning, what I was trying to end. I look up at the moon. The vague darkness, my heart is enthralled. Till Hisui came, I just stood in dumb amazement, standing in the moonlight. Midday moon, epilogue time. I think I will just do the epilogues then in this video. I think I will. Midday moon. This is probably the true ending, I think. The next week passed like it was just a dream. Just like Shiki's dead body, Akiha remains dissolved into nothingness. The whole affair did not leak out to the public and was taken care of by the people of the Tohno family. I stayed in the mansion, becoming the successor to the Tohno household in Akiha's place. For now, it is just the name, but I guess it's not something that can be determined easily. Since Shiki died, my body returned to health and I'm allowed to lead a normal life. As for everything else, only a little has changed since before. My happy school life without Akiha. My life at the mansion with Hisui and Kohaku-san. I, Tohno Shiki, think the whole incident that occurred after I came to the mansion ended. However, there's still a matter that I have to take care of. If I think about it, there was a slight discrepancy. It was something so small that if I didn't question it, I would never have noticed. That night, if Shiki did not leave those words before he died, the disappearance between my memories and what Kohaku-san and Hisui told me, Shiki had a grudge against Makisa. Shiki had a grudge against the old man because he was going to be locked away his entire life, even though the old man wanted to return Shiki to the mansion as early as possible. Shiki thought of me as the target of revenge, but he never showed up in front of me, and he did not even know what I looked like. And one more thing. That one dream where Shiki was violating that $1 girl. That is probably... Yo, what in the world? What is it? Are we not gonna find out? We're not gonna find out until like freaking Kohaku Route or something? Clear holiday afternoon. Told Hisui to go shopping. I asked her for a lot, so she shouldn't be back until evening. The only ones in the mansion are me and her. I leave in her room a note that says I want to talk to her. It is almost the promised time. I have to go to that place. When I get there, she is already there waiting for me. Lovely weather, isn't it, Shiki-san? I nod. She smiles cheerfully at me. You realized it, didn't you, Shiki-san? I nod. Her smile does not fade. Always, her smile does not go away no matter what happens. Come to think of it, the expressionless Hisui actually showed a lot of different feelings. From the outside, she appeared to be a heartless doll, but her heart was not a doll's. However, what about this girl? The always ever smiling Kohaku. No matter what happens, always a smile. Like a person with the heart of a doll. Even when Akiha died, that smile did not fade. Her smile that is just like a mask. That smile. Kohaku-san, you're the one who made Shiki go crazy, right? Yes. And the reason you were sharing your blood with Akiha was to make her not human? Yes. And you lied to Shiki and made him attack innocent people. Yes. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Kohaku the villain! When we were small, the ones watching us from a distance wasn't Hisui, but it was you, Kohaku. Yes. Back then, you intentionally distracted Akiha. Yes. And then you suggested that I kill Shiki. She intentionally distracted Akiha so that he would lower her guard and Akiha would die. Yo. What in the heck? And then you suggested that I kill Shiki. Yes. All of it was how you planned it out, Kohaku. Still smiling, she nods. That's right. All of it was something I wished would happen, Shiki-san. Still, she smiles. I feel a chill of unknowingly take a step back. Why did you do these things? Oh my, you know already. There are only one or two reasons why I would do all of this. Revenge. I think that's it. For the sake of revenge, I decide that every one of the Tohnos should die. Yo. Is it because, like me, you had your parents killed by Tohno Makisa? Oh, don't be silly. Hisui-chan and I were orphans. We don't even know what our parents look like. So why? Who knows? I don't even remember how I felt back then. All I know is the reason. Reason? What reason? Let's see. Such as getting abused by Makisa-sama. Yup. Exactly. That is the reason why Hisui-chan and I were adopted in the first place. In order to stay human, he needed our abilities as synchronizers. Tsukihime-san, you've done it with Hisui-chan, right? Oh shoot. It is said that sexual intercourse is the best way to share energy. I knew that already. That means, in other words, Makisa-sama was really pushed to his limits. He was too desperate to consider my age. Yo, that is just cursed. And I figured it was exactly this, like way back when it was like Hisui or Kohaku or whatever, like bruh. I was chosen first for a simple reason. Probably that since I was talkative and quiet, wouldn't resist like an energetic Hisui-chan would have. Even now her smile does not fade. This is so cursed. Akiyama wasn't really a bad person, only sometimes he would turn violent because of his tone of blood. So for those times he had me in the room and he let me those things out on me. I guess it's called sexual abuse, but I don't really remember much of it. Just like a daily routine for him to want me, so if I tried to remember something like that, my brain would explode, wouldn't it? Oh, but I remember clearly the first time it happened. It's on my 8th birthday. So they had a present for me, so quickly but excitedly, she's having fun. It is kinda cursed. Kinda bad. Every day he got a little worse, but that couldn't really be helped. I was immediately telling someone as the synchronizer weren't fully developed. That's why he needed Hisui-chan's help too. Since I was the oldest sister, I just thought I shouldn't allow her to cry. So I took in everything Masayama wanted to do. I asked him not to touch Hisui-chan because I take care of everything myself. He was probably ashamed and agreed to my request. Probably also thought it was better that as few people investigate as possible. So I came to say in the Maki. That is not good whatsoever. During that time, I was able to think about things a little bit, I think. I always thought about how to get away, how to run away with Hisui-chan. But I didn't know where to go. The more I the more I broke down. Eventually I got tired of thinking. Realized that if I didn't think, it wouldn't hurt. I am just a doll. Doll doesn't know pain. Doll doesn't think. Dude, Akiyama thinking like that. Then it mysteriously did not hurt as much as before. Didn't make me sick. His arms were less like he strangled my neck or kicked me in the stomach. It seemed like he was doing something else. Every day I got a little easier. Shiki-san, I wanted Hisui-chan to stay clean. For her sake, I could endure any kind of abuse. It was so hard. On my Masayama's abuse, I couldn't understand you, and that made me scared. Scared of me? Yes. The way you played innocently was like a different world to me. I looked out the window to see all of you play when Masayama wasn't looking. Didn't understand any of that. Didn't understand why you did those pointless things. It was strange for me to think so, since it was just another world and I couldn't be involved in it. I wasn't jealous of you, and I didn't hate the Tohno children. All I did was stare at all of you, having this unknown feeling. But I was afraid that feeling would turn me back into human. 2 years later, you were killed by Shiki-sama. You probably don't remember it, but Shiki-sama was trying to kill Akiha-sama. But you suddenly came and you shielded Akiha-sama. You weren't related to her, and you had everything stolen from you by the Tohno family, but you still died protecting her. At that time I was watching Akiha-sama, who was holding on to your dead body painfully but happily. Oh, maybe I made up my mind back then that it would suit Akiha-sama for her to die just like you did. Wait, Shiki-san. If you want to know the reason, you have to be patient. I stopped my rush towards her. Days later, you were brought back to the mansion. You were going to be adopted by the Ariyamas. That was really a secret, but I overheard it from Akiha-sama. That's how I knew you would be leaving. Didn't have time to tell Akiha-sama or Hisui-chan. When I thought that I couldn't see that boy again without even getting to talk to him, my legs strangely moved, and I ran down the hallway and found him, but I couldn't think of anything to say. So I gave him my ribbon, the only thing that I owned. I heard that the Tohno family members were going to terminate Shiki-sama soon after that. Akiha-sama didn't want to kill his own son, so he secretly locked him away underground. He said Shiki-sama would return to normal and asked me to take care of him. Oh, of course, that's how it was. So that dream was real. It wasn't that I wanted to use Hisui Kohaku-san. That wasn't reality. Shiki did that to her. After gaining some freedom from Makisa-sama, I became a little happy, but it was all the same. Shiki-sama was just like his father and only used me to get at his feelings. I think that had to have been what destroyed my last emotions. Just barely thought about how I could break free from everything. Then I easily came up with a solution. The whole Tohno family just had to disappear. If not only Makisa-sama, but Shiki-sama did this painful things, it's the only possible thing to do, right? Then I realized that I laughed for the first time in years. Surprised that it was so simple I didn't even realize it before. From that time I was able to start moving on my own. The hardest thing for me was to find the reason to move. Doll can't move by itself. Without a spring or strings, it can't act like a human. So once I found the reason, everything became simple. All I needed to do was place some mistrust between them by making Shiki-sama reject Makisa-sama. Shiki-sama said that he wanted to drink blood, so I gave him mine and told him that he wasn't a bad person. I kept him the way he was. Shiki-sama became sick, took care to make special medicine for him. Oh, it's the same as the one I gave you. You know those morning glories in the garden behind the mansion? They're called chosen morning glories and have 3 kinds of mental effects. Oh gosh, I bet I can tell what they are in simple terms. It's a drug that makes people hallucinate. Once they are unconscious, they listen to what I tell them. When they wake up, they don't remember a thing. Quite convenient, don't you think? Because I was educated to become Makisa-sama's personal doctor. I know a lot of these sorts of things. Things like that, Shiki-sama went crazy at my convenience. After that, it was even easier. Secretly told Akiha-sama to look inside Makisa-sama's room around midnight. She finally found out about our relationship. Since then, Akiha-sama felt guilty and it became clear to do a lot of things. Well, I didn't expect her to protest against him right away though. Because Akiha-sama pressed the issue, I was released from Akiha-sama soon after. Thought that I would be free until Shiki-sama killed Makisa-sama, but I was freed 4 years earlier actually. From then on I became a normal servant and traded places with Hisui, who became silent. Oh, but don't worry, since I was going to take care of Shiki-sama and Makisa-sama. Hisui-chan was always clean of everything. Smiling, she ends her story. Don't know what to say. Even if Tohno Makisa was the main cause, the one who wished it to turn out this way and made it turn out this way was this girl before me. Shiki-san. I didn't hate Akiha-sama or Shiki-sama. Didn't even want to do it. Those are my true feelings. How can she say that now? But there wasn't anything else I could do. Without a purpose like that, I couldn't live. Doll cannot move on its own. Without anything to guide it, it can't move. But still, that is unforgivable. There wasn't anything I ever wished from my heart. But it's strange. Everyone certainly accepts what I say. Just the words of a 10-year-old child who manipulate their feelings. Aren't coincidences scary? Kohaku giggles. Are you satisfied, Kohaku? I don't know. I'm merely a doll that doesn't feel happiness or sadness. Thought she'd say that. For me as a human, that is a doll. Girl whose emotions were exhausted so long ago. Nothing remains. Telling herself that she is a doll that doesn't feel any pain. More than half of her really believes it. That's why injuries don't hurt her. Shiki and Akiha died, but she doesn't feel happy or sad. She's just an empty shell manipulated by strings. But there's just one strange thing. Really just a little bit. She said that as her eyes trailed off into the distance. Akiha-sama protected me in the end. I knew there was a 50-50 chance that she would do that. I stayed close to her for that reason, revealing Akiha-sama's abuse and invalidly helping Akiha-sama with slowly turning non-human. Yes, that's right. Really, I knew she would die protecting me. That smile, even though she was smiling, she looks really sad, as if she's... But I was really surprised at the time. Why is she protecting me? Why is she protecting me, risking her life? She looks like she might burst into tears. I still don't actually understand if I was actually happy or sad when Akiha-sama died. But when I wake up in the morning, I take tea to her room even though I know she's gone. Isn't that strange? Even though there's no one in that room anymore. She takes something out. Oh gosh, it's gonna be a knife. Sound of moving cloth. Holding something long wrapped in cloth, she aims for her chest. Yo, it's a knife. Yeah. Shining blade reflects the sunlight. Coat, I run. She is much faster. A small sound. She collapses to the ground. She stabs herself and falls to the ground. Even though I ran, it's already too late. It has pierced her heart. My mind reels. Without reason. Why? I hold her in my arms. Fresh blood blossoms from her chest like a flower. Her smell still does not fade. On the contrary, it seems indescribably pitiful. Hang in there. Why did you do that? Because revenge is the only thing I could do. I can only disappear when it's all over. Tried to find new springs, but I could never find one, and time ran out. She smiles. That for no reason at all. What the hell is that? What are you saying? I got the wound like I did to Akiha. She won't make it. It has pierced her heart. There's no reason, I just can't bear the sadness. She looked up to the sky with her thinned eyes. Under the tree in the courtyard. 8 years ago when I was leaving the mansion, this place where the girl just looking out the window gave me a ribbon as a present. This is where we promised to meet again under this big tree. That ribbon, it was my favorite. She speaks lightly. That's why I asked you to return it when we met again. But you didn't keep your promise, Shiki-san. But that, I was mistaken, I thought it was Hisui's. I made a little bet with myself, that if that boy noticed that I switched places with Hisui-chan, then I would quit everything. What is that? Are you trying to make me responsible for it at the end? As I shout, my hand desperately tries to stop her bleeding. But death truly is miserable. Ruthless and accurate, without even a delay or a failure of a single second. The clock of her life counts down to 0. Damn it, don't be ridiculous. What the hell do you mean you made a bet? Because of you, Akiha was, frantically tried to stop the bleeding. Sad without a reason. Tears flow from my eyes. You're crying, Shiki-san. Well, excuse me. I know it's your fault, so why do I... That's right, Kohaku. I still don't want you to die, damn it. Tears flow down. She smiles again. Shiki-san, you're too kind. But please don't worry about it. I'm just a doll, so I don't feel pain or fear. That again, why do you? But it is much easier this way. Being a human, everything is painful and it hurts too much. But no one saved me, I couldn't escape. She exhales slightly. She closes her eyes and remembers. I just remembered something. It was when I was a child. I was scared and hurt, but more scared of dying. Tanamakiso was huge, like a demon out of a storybook. The mansion was too big, like a haunted house. Every day was cold and it was daily routine to cry and scream. But if I raised my voice, it got worse, so I had to endure it all. When my sister was playing outside, she was laughing under the sun by easily jumping out the window of the haunted house, where I could not get out, no matter how much I wished for it. Come to think of it, everything was sad. That's why I wanted to become a doll that didn't feel pain. The bleeding doesn't stop. With her eyes still closed, she remembers a childhood filled only with pain. I don't like pain. That's why I thought it would be better to become a doll. Kohaku. Gradually, my body stopped generating a pulse. Blood vessels turned into tubes one by one. Blood vanished like vapor, where everything just crafted parts. If I did that, there would be no more pain, right? Can't say anything. Girl who thought she was a doll. Girl who couldn't live without thinking that she was a doll. Kohaku had no other means of salvation but to maintain an illusion that she really was a doll. That's why even if you are this kind, there's no need for tears. It's just a doll breaking. Kohaku still keeps her eyes closed. No, that is wrong. I grasp her hand and shake my head in refusal. No, Kohaku, you are human. You can't be a doll. Kohaku, you're alive. You're a living human being. It's proof you're bleeding red blood right now. Ah, that's right. She laughs again. Right? You're a normal girl who liked Akiha. Was always worried about Hisui and laughs when we talk about stupid things, so even if she wished in and caused the deaths of Akiha and Shiki. Kohaku, there was no reason for you to die. Can you see my grip? I say these words from the bottom of my heart. Shiki-san, you're just the boy I thought you would be. Finally got to speak to you. Her heartbeat surges like it is a grand finale. Her chest rises and falls. Closed eyes open at the very end. She looks at the deep, distant blue sky. I see. I guess it was only an illusion after all. She coughs up blood. It hurts. She whispers softly. That's why I wanted to be a doll. Then she passes away. The hollow eyes endlessly look into the blue sky. Not a fake smile, but a quiet and very sad face. Leaving my room, I head towards the gate. After a quiet meal together, we leave the garden behind. Please be careful, Shiki-sama. It has become cold recently, so do not strain yourself. Yeah, don't strain yourself either, Hisui. Taking my bag from Hisui, I turn back to the mansion. The road is long, as if it goes on forever. It's a gently sloping road in the blue sky that might suck me in. I see an illusion. The road like a ladder heading towards the sky, trying to reach the clear blue sky. I see that, and for no reason. I remember that sorrowful affair. Hisui. Yes, what is it, Shiki-sama? Tomorrow is the start of winter break, right? I'll come straight home, so how about we go to town? I have something I want to talk about too. Oh gosh, got something in my eye. It's a tear. Just kidding. It's big sad. Bro, poor Kohaku. To town. Yeah. Once it is winter vacation, let's take a trip somewhere. Well, I don't know where yet, so I was thinking of letting you decide. She stands there in silence. That's right. Hisui doesn't leave the mansion for herself. Kohaku-san was always the one to take care of things outside, so Hisui never left for 8 years. It isn't that I don't like that fact, only it's just that I want to go somewhere new with Hisui, and I wanted to increase our fun memories so we won't lose against all the sad memories. What do you think? If you don't want to, I don't mind either way. No, I get to be with you, it would make me very happy. I will look forward to it. I see, then I'll be back before noon. Please be waiting in some regular clothes. And we'll figure out what to do, and maybe a terrible guy might come along too. But we'll deal with it if that happens. Sue tilts her head questioningly but agrees. Like what? When I go to school, I will end up listening for suggestions from Arihiko, but considering him, he will want to come along. Yeah, yep. Well, that's that. I can ask his sister to come along too. And going with a lot of people might make not bad either. Well, I'm off. Thanks for sending me off, Hisui. Saying that, I run down the hill. The road is long and continues into the town. I run under the clear blue sky and feel the warmth of Hisui's gaze on my back. And I see him off. This daily task done, I close the gate. Oh, this is Hisui's voice now. The only one left in the mansion is me. Nisan and Akiha-sama are no longer here. And it seems that no new servants or masters will be coming. His sister left him his mansion and some money. Since the money that is used to maintain this place will be paid by the members of the branch Tohno family, it seems we will not have to leave here anytime soon. Once vacation starts, you want to take a trip? I decide to nod to those words. Ever since that day, I forbade myself from leaving this mansion. Ever since I found out Makisa-sama was using Nissan like that in my place, I hated going outside. Isn't it natural? Nissan did that so I would stay clean. So I had to stay clean no matter what. I would not let any male touch me. I would never touch the fingers of the gender that is my sister like that. I thought it would be better if I just stayed like a machine. If I went outside, I would get dirty, so it would be better if I stayed inside. If I locked myself away in this sterile mansion, it would never become dirty, because Nissan protected me. I thought the only thing I could do was become like a doll staying pretty forever. But I will end that, will it not? I'm thinking of going outside, Nissan. Once it gets close to noon, I change my clothes. It's been years since I last wore my own clothes. Push my hands through the sleeves, and I'm amazed how light it is. The maid uniform I got used to so much. Compared to these light regular clothes, it's really heavy. A wind blows. The hair ribbon that was my hand flies off. It is white. It was a lone memory that a girl gave to him a long time ago. The ribbon flies up and up, riding the wind as if it was never there before. It vanishes into the forest. Wait, that was... I try to chase after it and I stop. That was the girl's ribbon. It is not mine, so I guess I have to at least give it back to her. In my hand I hold a promise. That awaited promise of the girl who gave that ribbon still lives inside of me. So just that ribbon at least. I think I tried to return to the place the girl dreamed of. Promises are fulfilled. If he thought I was that girl, then I will have to fulfill her dream. Like how I love him. The girl had to have always loved him too. Come to think of it, we really were sisters alike each other. Nissan and I traded places, but Nissan really did a perfect job of acting out my part. That carefree smile, the straightforward emotions, that fleeting experience of loving with him, those were all real. Even though it was just an elaborate play, Nissan really did love him when she played my role. She played my part perfectly, and she loved him from the bottom of her heart. Long ago, as if watching a dream that girl always wished and waited for. That's why, Nissan, That's why I have to return to myself. I don't think I can do it right away, but I can do it gradually. Maybe I won't be able to behave exactly as I was back then, but with all my strength I must fulfill her dream as I am right now. After the boy left, Nissan acted like maybe because she wanted to do that. Her dream was always to be Hisui and to love Tohno Shiki. So I will grant her dream. For the sake of my childhood dream and for Nissan's dream, I will always be by his side. I hear noisy voices in the distance. Seems like he has returned, but it is noisy. He's not alone, but it looks like he brought some friends. A voice calls my name. Checking myself in the reflection of a window, I hurry to the entrance. The sky, the infinite deep blue sky. Hisui greets the long-awaited boy, takes delight in such normal things, and returns a smile. That is something that will continue tirelessly, day after day. The long-awaited peaceful world. I've been waiting for it for so long. Always believing that one day I would be flying freely. I always stood by the window, looking up at the deep sky. That one day wings would sprout from this world, and wings would sprout from this back, and I will smile like Nissan with that boy. This is what the little girl so long ago dreamed of. The end. Oh, bro. Hisui route. Dude, somehow... Okay, so... my ideas for actually, like, adapting this route... I think it would work extremely well as a movie. I think it would. Like, if they make, like, the Arcueid or CL route into, like, a TV show or something, like, they could do that. Have it to where it has quite a few, like, chapters, you know? But, dude, like, Hisui route as a movie or something would be pretty good. Because you could have a good, solid, like, 20-30 minutes of the burning body chapters. Or, like, him being bedridden, and that would be... pretty much fill that time. You can make it, yeah, like you could fit it in 2 hours pretty easily. You could have 30 minutes for that, and then 30 minutes for like the kind of end chapters, I guess, or whatever. It would be pretty good. This would be a really good thing to have as like a movie after the like Arcueid route or CL route, I guess. Pretty good. Pretty good. The end. Yes. But dude, like, freaking Kohaku. Hisui's true ending, well done. Sharing with one exception has 2 different kinds of endings. True ending and a good ending. Yeah, I already know this. Yeah, so now we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. I think we have to go back 2 slots, maybe. We have to like progress the next choice. Yeah, I gotta progress the next choice. But dude, I think it's actually a really solid character arc for Hisui. They honestly, in the remake, I'm hoping that they actually do more. I'm hoping that they make it feel more natural, like have a bit more a bit more stuff with it, you know. Oh gosh, that's a bit wacky. Sorry, yeah, it's a bit wacky. This isn't enough at all. Yeah, we can skip it. Don't skip. What's the next choice? Freaking creepy Kohaku made. Oh gosh, yeah, well, I mean, the world is not Just an oyster. I don't know. Why did I lock the door in the first place? Oh gosh. I think they say the same stuff, so it doesn't really matter. But still, I want to see what this dialogue is. I want to see where this goes actually. Let's go anywhere it's special. Don't skip. Golden Cocoon. Yeah, it just goes the same place. Press the next choice. Press the next choice. Yup. I literally saved so far behind this, cause it's kind of sad. Or I didn't save because I didn't know it. Cause I'm pretty sure I did. Oh gosh, now we're getting into the wacky stuff again. Sorry guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I think we're about good now. Just gotta make it to the next choice. Just gotta make it to the next choice and then we'll be good. Yeah, skipping through all of this then. What? I'm recording.
Can't you just get one?
I'm recording. Yeah. Sorry, I didn't put it on. Yeah, okay. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. And now, for the choice, I have to call out Kohaku's name, because that's the good ending. Let's see. She lunges with a cry. His black shape explodes forward like a firework. I can't make it from here. If there's anything that I would make it, it would be... Akiha turns towards Shiki. Akiha instantly prepares for his attack. But the black figure isn't going towards Akiha. Shiki lunges not at Akiha but at Kohaku-san, who stands next to her. He knows. It's like I milled the move right now because Hisu's power. Yes, same thing. Kohaku-san, get down, I shout. Like if I knew she was going for Kohaku all along. Shout from the bottom of my lungs. Akiha throws her body in front of Kohaku. I don't believe it. She's sacrificing her body to protect Kohaku-san. She raises his voice and with his arm thrusting like a spear aims for Kohaku's face. Akiha forces herself in between them. Her timing is perfect. I don't want to look. I don't want to see Akiha die as she protects Kohaku-san. Before it all happens, I hear a voice which I never heard before. Kohaku-san's crying voice. Sound of rending flesh. Red blood drips down into the hallway. Kohaku-san's voice almost sounds absent-minded. She has quickly pushed Akiha away. She pushed Akiha trying to protect her and threw herself in front of Shiki's claws. Shiki's voice quivers with anger. Red blood continues to flow forth. Didn't mean to hurt you. Shakes his head. Akiha lies collapsed, her arms coated with blood. Thanks to Kohaku-san pushing her away, it seems only Akiha's arm was shredded by Shiki's claws. Lying on the ground, Akiha writhes in agony, clutching her arm. Shiki stands dumbstruck, shaking as he looks down. Kohaku-san, fixated with surprise, stands there, unmoving like a doll. You bitch, are you trying to get in my way? Shiki lifts his head. Kohaku is in front of him. Why is it? Why is she standing there not moving a muscle as if her soul has fled her body? Shiki howls. Shiki-sama. Hisui's pleading voice. She doesn't even have to tell me. Like Kohaku-san protected me all this time. I'll stop him for sure. I run, my glasses already off. The lines I see are across his neck and from his upper left chest to his stomach. Either one will do. If I work my knife through either one, it will surely kill him. Gripping my knife firmly, I fly down the hallway with a speed that surpasses even myself. She turns towards me, but I'm much faster. Singer's cry reverberates through the hallway. An insane laugh. It was too shallow. How naive. In front of Akiha, hesitated in cutting her real brother's neck. The line that runs through his body. Was only able to cut it halfway. Shiki pulls back. Like that, he escapes towards the stairs. Following him would be easy, but there's something important for me to do. Akiha, hang in there, Akiha. Kneeling down, I look over her body. This is terrible. Right arm was almost split in two and painted with awful crimson. Niece, why are you here? Her eyes are hazy, shallow breathing, her pale face. The figure of death stretches across her body. Why aren't you resting in your room? Don't talk. I can't talk about it later. For now, just don't talk. How long have you been here? Spreading. With her blood, her lines of death spread across her body. It's alright, just be quiet. Please, I beg of you, for now. Just calm down, please. The first smile, Akiha closes your mouth. Know that, simply put, she's so weak she can't even speak. I'll stop the bleeding. Take out my shiver, I wrap it around her arm. This is useless. Bleeding doesn't stop, she'll die. Why it doesn't? Apparently tie it around her arm. I know that it will not help her at all, but I can't think of anything else to do. Please calm down. Tying it will not help her. It's alright. Akisama will not die. When Isan is here, Akisama will heal. Is that not right? He pulls Kohaku-san, who is still standing like a motionless doll, and sits next to Akiha-san. Isan, for now, please synchronize with Akiha-sama. Restored everything because you wanted Akiha-sama saved. Is that not right? She wraps both of her hands around Kohaku's white hand. Kohaku-san's gaze is still empty. Maybe Hisui's words reach her after all. Akiha's blood stops spilling forth. I relax. With this, I can be assured. The uneasiness that gripped me before, the uneasiness that Akiha would meet the worst fate starts to gradually disappear. Akiha will be held by Hisui and Kohaku-san. So as Tohno Shiki, I have to end this. Leave Akiha and Kohaku-san up to you. Shiki-sama, you're still planning to go, are you not? We're the same type, he and I. The least I can do is put him to rest. Her eyes beg me not to go, but I can't listen to them. Thanks for everything up until now, Hisui. So glad you were with me. I walk away, feeling her watching me as I leave. I follow after Shiki. Path of blood continues. Maybe he didn't try to really escape, or maybe he isn't even sane enough to understand what running away means. She is standing in the hallway as if waiting for me. Shiki, I call out. She looks over at me with unfocused eyes. You again. She doesn't move. Probably because of the wounds by me and Akiha. Doesn't have a body that can move properly. Should I failed again? Won't work out right. Why is everything getting ruined? Won't work. Never works out alright. I always mess up. That's strange. Why is she getting in my way? He came just like I was told. So why does he always get in the way? Shiki's eyes are just hollow orbs. Maybe he didn't even see anyone from the very beginning. He only sees me before him holding my knife as just another obstacle. Shiki, are you in pain? In pain, me? Why? She laughs as if it's so funny. Slowly stands up. I'm not in any pain. This is a wonderful life. No matter what I do, no one can punish me. Shiki's eyes burn with a desire to kill. Seems he's ready. Underneath the moonlight, even though I've known him for so long, I take my first step towards the enemy I just met tonight. Fine, let's fight to the death. All those who get in my way are my enemy. I'll kill you all. You, Akiha, Kohaku. It's like that old man wanted to lock me up till I died. I'll kill you all. It looked like ice. It's nothing difficult. Like I'm cutting meat on a plate. Easily sliced through Tohno Shiki. Shiki's head falls to the floor. His powerless body falls against mine. Don't feel anything. Don't feel regret, pain, hatred, or disgust. Like Kohaku-san was earlier, I just stand like a doll. An unbelievable laughing voice. Shiki's laughing head rolls on the ground. You're wonderful. This is the first time I felt this cold pain. Hinderer you are. So laughing, his face dissolves into ash. Gradually disappears into the wind. Shiki is disappearing. Before he does, he looks up at me and curiously says, "So who are you anyway? What are you? You don't know? I'm the Tohno Shiki you were always targeting." Ah, I see, you're Shiki. His disappearing face. What's this? You look nothing like what I heard. With that, he completely disappeared. Yo, I'm super curious to see what like Shiki actually looks like. If it's something as crazy, yo, I'm just gonna go out on a limb on here and say that in the near side routes, Roa basically chose what's his name? Basically chose like Shiki, as in Tohno Shiki, as his host, kind of. But in this route, it's that Roa is inside of Nanaya Shiki or something. That might be the case. That could be actually crazy if that's what it is. Because that also explains why. Well, I mean, I guess it's just Roa hasn't awakened in Shiki yet at this point. I don't feel anything. Won't feel these splitting headaches. I can return to life as normal, but I don't feel happy. So what ended? So last words won't fade away. Something did end. Yeah, we already read this, right? Dreams of Summer and Epilogue. Now, I think this is probably going to be the same. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's going to be pretty much the same. Nissan. It's noon already, Nissan. I hear a voice. Jeez, even though it's so nice outside, please do not sleep in such a place. If you want to take a nap, do so in your room. Fingers tap my shoulder. With that, I awake from my dream. Morning, Akiha. Don't say morning. Come to the sitting room only to sleep. Just what are you thinking, Nissan? I was thinking about this and that. In a deep sigh, I get up from the sofa. Wait a minute, Nissan. Are you going to actually go to sleep in your room? Hey, don't you think you should actually do something worthwhile on your day off? To give you examples, like going out to deepen bonds with family members, or invite them to have fun out of gratitude. I think the Akasama says it's worthwhile is very limited. Well, I do think so. It's just that what you think is worthwhile is different from what I think is worthwhile. Sleeping twice would just be a waste. The reason why I want Get out of my room is simple. It takes a lot of effort to face you right after waking up, so I thought I'd refresh my head in my own room. What is that supposed to mean, Nissan? I just can't answer you. You were all a little scolding when my head was so dozy. Just going to territory to regroup, that's all. Could talk more during lunchtime. Kira watches me silently, but her face tells me she wants to complain. Looks like I will have to be ready during lunchtime. Come to my room. I was dozing in the sitting room. It looks like Hisui cleaned my room. But this really is a dull room if I have to say it myself. Other than a bed and a desk, the room is completely empty. It's close to winter, so I should probably get some heating equipment. Akiha is pretty noisy about it, but I never feel like using the fireplace. What's this on my desk? A letter. I don't remember about this placed here. I'm curious, so I open it up. The letter says, "I'm waiting underneath that tree." Why? Saying that, I crumple the paper. Opening the drawer, I put the knife with the engraved Nanatsu Yoru in my pocket. Nanatsu Yoru. I can't pretend like I didn't see it. Taking a deep breath, I compose myself to leave the room. Don't know when I realized it. It all started when I thought that everything turned out pretty conveniently. Happenstances and circumstances surrounding the connection between Shiki and I were too convenient. Shiki had his lair at my school, but he never attacked me, his most hated enemy. If Shiki had ever felt like it, probably would have been killed a long time ago. I can only think that things ended this way because someone ready to convenient plot. Yeah. When I get there, she's waiting with her usual smile. I've been waiting since the morning, but it's noon already. Yeah, sorry, I fell asleep in the sitting room and just got back to my room. Ah, I see. I messed up. I knew I should have told you directly. That may be true, I nod. She smiles at me. But it is good that you came. Now we can talk, just the two of us. She smiles happily. Smile face, she begins to speak like it's nothing. You realized it, didn't you, Shiki-san? I can't nod or shake my head. I knew it, she laughs. Shi-san, I was the one who made Shiki-sama like that. Dad, I gave Akiha-sama my blood so that she would turn more into one of the Tohno blood. But that I was the one that gave Shiki-sama wrong information and made him attack innocent people. Didn't want her to say it. When we were small, we would always watch from distance. It wasn't Hisui, it was me. Yeah, okay. This is gonna be basically the same, I think. It's fine. Shiki-san. It's fine. Well, it's over, so I don't want to hear that kind of story. Those words are truly how I feel. Such a reality is better if I don't realize it. Kohaku-san can just be Kohaku-san. Always smiling, thinking of Hisui dearly. Being such good friends with Akiha and laughing. We talk about stupid things. I wanted Kohaku-san to stay like that. I don't care about all that. You can just be here and I'll be fine. She doesn't answer. A long, painful silence. No, that won't do, Shiki-san. What I did can't be ignored like that. I failed. I have lost the reason that moved me these past years, so this Kohaku will just disappear. Lift my head. Over there. She looks like she always does. But I thought you had the right to blame me. You're the one who is not connected to the Tohno house. I used you in my plot against Akiha-sama and Shiki-sama. If you wish to blame me, you can do whatever you like. Right, no one has the right to blame you, Kohaku-san. That's right. Ever since she was a small child, came to this mansion, she had to receive all the crimes of Tohno Makisa. She could not ask for help, nobody helped her. If If she lived that life for years, then that's... If you want to talk about rights, you had to have every right to take revenge. I can only imagine what happened to you, but you only could hold nothing but a grudge against the Tohno family. I know that I'm just sounding clever, but I say those unsatisfactory lies. No, I didn't have a grudge against Makisa or Akiha-sama at all. So what I did wasn't revenge. I just thought it was what a human would have done. For my sake, I put Maki-sama and Shiki-sama in a trap and tried to get Aki-sama dead too. That was all I had. There really weren't any feelings behind it. Smile does not fade. That's a lie. If that's true, then I would have hated her from the bottom of my heart. No, that's wrong. Koku-san. I just want to think that. If that was true, then why did you protect Akiha? Koku-san, you had emotions. You liked Akiha, so you destroyed your own plan yourself. For just an instant, she lowers her glance just a little bit and smiles again. That's right, I destroyed my own plan. Really, Shiki-sama should have killed me back then. Made it so that only one of us could stay alive after that. But why did we both end up surviving? She seemed troubled as she says this, and her smile returns. That's simple. It's because you wanted Akiha to live, and you wanted to stay alive too. Then everything's alright. Even though you planned it all, I'm happy. Akiha's still alive, and you're still alive. That makes me really happy. Is that not enough for you, Koku-san? Tears come out as I say so. I can't stop my feelings, which are more full of regret than pity. I already understand. This person will not return. Since then, from the time she protected Akiha, she became broken and couldn't come back. I understand that too well. Shiki-san, are you crying? That's stupid. Crying over a doll in a play that broke. So it really is stupid. Hey Shiki-san, said I didn't hate anyone, but there is one person I hated. You understand, right? I think I hated you. Because if you weren't there, I could have just stared out the window without even thinking. Smiling, she turns away. Sleeves flare like butterfly wings. My legs want to dash forward, but I can't move. For one step, I feel that if I move one step forwards towards her, something will happen that I can't take back. You're the only one I hated. Everyone else, neither liked nor hated. I lost those emotions, so saving Akiha-sama was only an accident. Figure starts to become hazy. Kaka-san, I had a bad feeling about this. I can't place it, but I have a terrible feeling. Then, Nissan, a voice calling for her echoes through the air. Hisui. Hisui-chan. Our voices overlap. Listening for a breath, Hisui looks directly at her. Her voice is shaking. Taking it, she looks sharply at her. Lies. With a short, strong voice, Hisui says so. Even you are lies, Nissan. You saved Akiha-sama back then because you liked her. And I know you can't hate Shiki-sama. You hear a sharp gasp. Still turning around, she looks extremely frightened. Is that not right? You played my role, so you cannot hate Shiki-sama. Played the role of Hisui from back then. So you love Shiki-sama and try to protect Akiha-sama. Not an empty human like you think you are. Hisui's voice hangs in the air. Kohaku doesn't turn back and just answers now. Jeez, if you had never slept in the sitting room, then Hisui-chan never would have noticed us. Shiki-san, you really do throw all my plans into disarray. Still facing the other way, she laughs. She holds up a finger to her mouth. I hear the sound of something being swallowed. I run, but... oh gosh. Oh no, I don't make it in time. But before I can reach her, collapses on the ground, coughing up blood. Hard, sickening noise. Still smiling, she drips red blood from her mouth. Hisui holds her, but that, no matter who looks at it, it's already too late. Nissan. Creating the unmoving girl's head, Hisui frantically calls out. Seems her feelings overflow like a blood pouring from Kohaku's mouth. Her mouth opens and closes over and over. Nissan. Hold on. Desperate cry. Seeing that the girl smiles like a child. Don't do that, Hisui-chan. Crying like that, it feels like back then. Because if I don't do so, you won't be able to return to the way you were. Her words in pieces, and with glazed eyes, she speaks to Hisui. Hisui's face contorts in grief. Tears flood her face. Why, that's fine. I was okay with the way I was. If you were happy, then I was happy. I was always protected by you, so I was always happy. Painfully, she swallows her last words. Why, you should have stayed like Hisui, Nissan. Like Hisui, the one you admired long ago, so why are you returning it to me now? A tear falls. Maybe Hisui's tears caused that. She nods quietly. That's right. I really had fun. It was all just an act, but it was really fun, Hisui-chan. So I hoped, Hisui-chan, you were having fun too. Her blood drips out. She speaks, blood drips out of her mouth. Nissan, hang on, Nissan. This can't be. Why do you have to die, Nissan? There's no reason for you to die, Nissan. Hisui's voice can no longer reach her. Her chest rising and falling. She just looks up at the deep blue sky. It's pretty. I can never go outside, but I always remember the color of the sky. Just those little things were my days. Hisui-chan, Shiki-chan, and Akiha-sama were there. There was such a pretty sky overhead. Yeah, I can't remember it too well. These fun things are starting to disappear. Her energy drains away. The remaining light in her eyes is disappearing. That I could not let it be. Take out my knife. My glasses are already off. All that is left. Shiki-sama, what are? She holds on to me. I'm going to save Kohaku-san. Please be quiet and trust me. Pull free and look hard at her body. It's like the time with Yumizuka. That time I found Yumizuka's polluted blood and killed it. So I should be able to kill the poison she drank. Yes, exactly. The headache gets worse. Feels like someone is stabbing my skull with a knife. So bad I want to close my eyes. Just looking at something wrong in someone else's body is difficult. Pain warns me that this is surpassing the limits of my ability. My breathing explodes into harsh gasping. Bubbles escape from my open mouth. The entire world is red. As if all my body fluids turn to poison, my body is burning from the inside. But still, I stare at it, not caring if I go blind. My senses dissociate. All becomes a white sheet. The sound of my blood vessels burning away roars my ears. I quickly before I'm unable to move, and then poison in your body and kill it. The first scenery I've seen in a few days is the white examination room. All set. It seems like you're fine, Shiki-kun. Do not see any cloudiness in your condition should not return. You can go back to your normal life now. Yodaku continues scribbling away as he's done the past few days. His face, which I see for the first time, looks somewhat kind. Well then, take care. Yeah, but don't strain yourself for a while. You always seem to push yourself too hard. I understand. Thank you so much for your help. I bow with heartfelt thanks, and I stand up from the chair. I go out into the hallway. In the waiting room is Hisui. Not having seen her face in days, I wave to her excitedly. Hisui quickly runs to my side to support me. Well then, shall we go? We can meet Kohaku-san starting today, right? Hisui nods. Is your body really okay? Hisui looks up to me, full of worry. Hey, a doctor is a person who can't let unhealed people go free. If I get to leave the hospital, that means I'm fine. I'm used to being in hospital, so trust me. That's why I worry. There's never been an instance where you would come back from the hospital fully healed. Hisui really talks a lot now. Well, that's the truth, so I can't disagree. Finally got those bandages off my eyes. I can see your face and my body is healed, so there's no more problems. Come on, let's go see Kohaku to get some. Pulling Hisui, who's still willing to say something, I walk towards Kohaku-san's room. After that, after seeing me plunge my knife into Kohaku-san, Hisui panicked. But after seeing that Kohaku-san's body was not harmed, that breathing returned after that, and seeing me collapsing, she ran to save all of us, even though she was still in a panic. As a result, Kohaku-san was saved. Fell into a condition where my eyes would not function in addition to the decrease my physical body strength. Well, I somehow understood that I went blind. When I stabbed my knife into her body, the only thing I was able to see were those lines. So when I was told I went blind, it didn't shock me that much, but then my sight came back shortly after. The examination revealed absolutely nothing wrong with my eyes, but only problems with my nerves. Rather than my cut nerves connecting themselves, it seems that it's more like the nerves which were numb healed up. Seems like my eyes will not go blind that easily. Or it might be that even if I do go blind, I'll still see those lines. Well, those are trivial matters. The important fact is that Kohaku-san and I were saved. While Kohaku-san wasn't fully saved. She was able to recover, but in turn she lost something. Shiki-sama. Yeah, go ahead. I think it's probably better if you went in first. After answering, she knocks on the door. Voice tells us to come in and we enter the room. Kohaku-san is the only one in the room. She sits up in bed and looks at Hisui and I. Kohaku-san isn't smiling. With uneasy eyes, she looks at her guests. May I please ask who you are? With those words, Hisui's shoulders shake a bit. We have come to see how you are doing. Please excuse us, Nissan. Kohaku-san looks at Hisui's surprised eyes as she hears the word Nissan. Hisui sits down next to Kohaku-san. Don't want to be in the way, so I sit down at a chair by the wall. Kohaku-san looks uneasily back and forth between Hisui's face and mine. I'm sorry, it's a bit strange. I feel that I do know both of you, but I can't remember either of you. Voice sounds very apologetic. This isn't a joke or anything, as she really does mean those words. There's some problem with her memory. I think it was told so before by Hisui. Kohaku-san was no longer the Kohaku-san from before. And that's not quite right. The system of the brain can be divided into 4 functions: recording, preserving, playback, and recognition. And it seems that Kohaku-san has something wrong with her preserving function. The doctor said that she can return to her normal lifestyle, but she can't remember most of her past. It isn't so much that she can't remember, rather it's more like she lost it. Preservation of her memories, up until now, all that information was lost, so there's nothing to remember. So Kohaku-san cannot remember me or Hisui. When Kohaku-san returned the way she was before really is a hopeless dream. Don't know if it was a new fatal shock from the poison or Kohaku-san's closed it off herself. But I know that the Kohaku-san has the body and the heart that she had before, but she has forgotten all about me, Hisui, and Akiha. Kaka-san looks up at Hisui. Yes, Hisui answers. Kaka-san hesitantly starts to speak. Face is the same as mine. Might I ask who you are? Hisui's body freezes. That is just for an instant. With a light smile, Hisui holds Kaka-san's hand. I am your little sister, Hisui. Hisui-chan. She managed to let this response out. This is probably the most cruel response she could have given. But Hisui still smiles gently and answers yes. I'm so sorry. I do not remember anything about you, Hisui-chan, or that person over there. I'm a little scared. I don't remember anything about you, Hisui-chan. Maybe there must be something wrong with me. Downcast Kaka-san looks like a lost child. Her face clouds over and her eyes are uneasy. She's not like Kaka-san. But still, Hisui grips her hand tightly. No, do not worry, Nissan. No matter how uneasy you are, I will always be with you. Like how you always protected me, I will always protect you from now on, Nissan. Kaka-san's face is pure bewilderment. After looking at Hisui in surprise, Kaka-san thanks her. Yes. Looking down in embarrassment, Hisui mumbles a response. Is there anything you need? Like something you need or something you want? Kaka-san says yes and nods with her eyes in response to Hisui's attempt to hide her shyness. There isn't anything I want to eat, but there is something I want. Can I ask you? Kaka-san does not look just at Hisui, but looks at me sitting by the wall too. Yes, what is it, Nissan? I think I never liked the name Kohaku. So I want a new name. Name? I wonder why. She says that only one name comes to me. The name has been discarded and only remains in memories. Shiki-sama. She turns to me. Is she thinking of the same thing? She looks at me as if she wants confirmation. I nod in response. Hisui turns back to Kohaku-san and asks, how does Nanaya sound? Nanaya? Kohaku-san murmurs it as if testing the sound. Right after she lifts her face up and she remembered something. Yes, I think I like the sound of that. It seems awfully nostalgic for some reason. Saying that, she smiles. Her usual smile that blossoms like a rose. Finally, for the first time since she's awakened, she smiles happily. The two of them talking looks perfectly natural. Naturally, the two of them peacefully pass the time as sisters. I don't know if her losing her memory was good or bad. Since all of her memories were painful, maybe it was a good thing that it happened. Because from now on, there will be nothing but happiness. Forgetting all the sorrowful incidents, she can earn a normal happiness. But looking at this blue sky, I just can't help but think back. That young girl standing by the window. Know that the past for her is something to be forgotten about. Still, if I could, I want that Kohaku-san to become happy. That is a wish that can no longer be granted. So I just have to end that wish right now. Underneath that long for blue sky, I imagine for the last time her carefree smile, like a lingering flower. Shiki-sama, may I please have a moment? After we leave the hospital, Hisui suddenly asks me that question. Sure, what is it? Yes, we still have time, so there's somewhere I wish to go. Somewhere you wish to go? Not understanding, I tilt my head. Come on, let's go, Shiki-sama. Hisui pulls my hand forcefully and starts running. She takes me to a grassy plain outside of the city. Autumn is ending and the sky is deep. The wind that blows through the flowers into our faces seems to blow through our hearts. Hisui, why did you want to come here? Who knows? To be honest, there really isn't a reason. It's just that when we were coming to the hospital, I saw this field from the train. Hisui says this trivially, She stands by my side. I don't get it. This is a nice place, but it doesn't seem that special. If you wanted to play, we should go to another. No, this is the right place to visit. I wanted to come not somewhere in the city, but somewhere quiet and beautiful. It makes me feel positive. This way you could return to your usual self. With a light smile, she looks up at me. My usual self. Hisui. Yes, well, when you were in the hospital room, you looked so depressed. I understand how you feel, and I'm glad you feel that way. That is not what Nissan wanted. Hisui reaches out. She lightly places her hands on mine. Is that not right? I think it's better if you cheer up. Hey, Shiki-sama? You may not have realized it, but you smell like sunshine. This is the Shiki-sama that I like, and will always like. Her eyes look at me directly. Her eyes are really kind and optimistic. Hisui is the only one that smiles like sunshine. 8 years ago. Feels like we returned to that time when Akiha and I and her would run around the garden. Really, I think I'm the gloomy one if you ask me. You are just someone who does not start conversation that much. But to me, no. To us, you're like this open field. Fingers move. Feel you squeeze me tighter. So there, please don't make that face, Shiki-sama. Akiha-sama was saved, and even Nissan was saved. There's no reason for you to be sad. Nissan is still alive, and I am sure she will return to the way she was someday. And even if not, I will make her many times happier. We do not have time to be sad, because we have to help Nissan and Akiha-sama be happier from now on. What she's saying is fairly preposterous, so I wonder why. After hearing those words, I feel a ray of light shining into my gloomy heart. That's right. We're her big brother, so it's only natural to do such a thing. Hisui nods. Yeah, it might be hard, but we have to do it, because I want them to be happy too. Yes, I know you can do it. Nodding strongly, she holds my hand against her chest. I can feel her heartbeat. The delicate warmth of her body serenely blows like a wind through the grass in my own head. Besides, if you do not cheer up, I will be very troubled. Why, I ask. Hisui's cheeks flush, but she still looks directly at me. You are the one who can make me happy. I want to always be near your side, always be near your sunshine. She stands on her tiptoes to kiss me. The sky is high. Underneath that sky, where there is no sadness, I receive the warmth of the one I love the most. From the field is the gentle smell of the sunshine. Yeah, Hisui's words are exactly right. We lost a lot, but we haven't lost everything. The days will still go on into the future. Then we have to go on and try our best to make everyone live happy. Thanks, Hisui. Holding her delicate body, I close my eyes. Tears flow down my cheeks, but there is no sadness. Life itself is fun enough. I've known that for a long time. Then, holding Hisui's hand, I'll walk on and have no regrets. The end. What a nice end. Very wordy, but what a nice end. Nice end. Good route. Very good route. I think it is extremely good, actually. Yo. Let's see. Reach Hisui's good ending. Well done. Since you can't reach Hisui-san's good ending without seeing the true ending, you have now finished Hisui-san's route completely. Well then, thank you very much for playing up to this point. Let's meet again somewhere in Tsukihime. Professor Roa? Yo, wait, was Roa Professor the whole time? That would have been actually kind of funny. This is rare indeed for you to come to a place like this. The circumstance is unique. I'll get to the point right away. Now that you have cleared Hisui-san's route, there should be another choice for you on the first day. This is the unlocking of the last route in Tsukihime. Well, even if I do not tell you this, it is very clear if you go to the graphic mode. That's right. Well then, please continue on enjoying Tsukihime. Yes. The last route. But I think we're gonna end it right here for today. And it was a good journey. Very, very good. But I do actually need to create a save game. If we're starting in the next route, I guess I'm gonna. Right here is actually a really good spot to because I think I actually can. Let's see, create a save game. So that's gonna be Hisui route. Yeah, that's gonna be Hisui route right there. Or not but like the end of it. So I'll have a recollection of when I actually ended. But yeah, so it took us from 7:25 to 8:02 to finish that. Pretty good, pretty good. I did take a few days of break between, but since we've actually finished in like five days, I guess we finished this route in 5 days. Or we finished in 5 days. That's actually pretty fast. I might do Kohaku's route also. That was my plan originally to get going with Kohaku's route, but I'll have to make a new overlay, so that won't be tomorrow. I might start Thursday then. Or wait, tomorrow is Wednesday night, yeah. I think. Yeah, it's Tuesday today, right? Yeah, so I'll skip Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, but we're gonna have long streams. I think what we'll do on like Friday and Saturday then, because I don't have anything planned for Friday, so I'll probably start way earlier in the morning, I guess. Way earlier. Or like earlier than usual. I don't know. We've got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Yeah, I'll try to finish Kohaku's route. That's my goal anyway. Should be pretty spicy. Or we might save it for a long time from now, but who knows. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me today.